name's Debby Buffa, and I'm the mother of 3 children. I have 2 daughters, Sarah, age 32, Stephanie, age 31, and Brent, my son, who's 28. Sarah and Stephanie both have hydrocephalus. Sarah, my oldest, was diagnosed when she was 4 years of age. Stephanie, the younger daughter, by 13 months, was diagnosed at 6 weeks of age. They both had very different outcomes in their life and obstacles that they've encountered. My focus in this video blog is to help, if I can, alleviate some of the concerns that moms and dads of kids with hydrocephalus have. Until recently, I managed a neurosurgery office in the St. Louis area for about 20 years and talked to families all through those years. It is our hope that you will find this blog helpful. If I feel that the questions you are asking need to be addressed by your medical professional, I will indeed send you back to your doctor to get answers, because I am not a medical professional. I'm just a mom with 3 children, 2 with hydrocephalus. In 1986, I rushed Sarah to the hospital, to the emergency room, with a shunt malfunction. I did not know it was a shunt malfunction. I called the doctor, said she was acting a little weird. He said, we'll bring her in to the emergency room, we'll check her out. But I really, truly had no idea what a true shunt malfunction symptoms were. And so I wasn't rushing. I was kind of la-di-da and taking my time. My husband was out of town. I packed up the other 2 kids. We went to the hospital emergency room. I carried Sarah in because by this time she was becoming lethargic. And at that time, I didn't even know what lethargic meant. It means you're so tired that you can barely lift your finger. I carried her into the emergency room and I said, I think she's having a shunt malfunction. They grabbed her from me. The security guard went out and took the other 2 children, got them out of the car, and we stood there watching them in the room work on Sarah. I remember Sarah holding her blanket, her favorite blanket, and she was age 6. And I remember her holding tightly, and then I remember it falling from her hand as if in slow motion, and we were losing her. And they rushed her into surgery, and at that moment, I decided to start a support group for sure in St. Louis, Missouri, learn all I could, and educate the families so that no other parent would ever not know the symptoms of hydrocephalus and be able to get their child to the hospital in time for medical care. Talking about my daughters, Sarah has had many revisions, but has completed college with her accounting degree despite all her obstacles, and is now back in college getting her social work degree. Stephanie had just a few, very few, 3 to 4 revisions, and has her master's in electrical engineering, and was married in 2009 and just recently had a new baby. So she and her husband are the proud parents of a 6-month-old grandbaby, Ellie, my little peach muffin. When I initially started the support group, I couldn't do it by myself. My sister was a nurse at the Children's Hospital, and the clinical nurse specialist said she would help me begin the group. So we had our first meeting there. She taught me about hydrocephalus, the ins and outs, until I understood all the symptoms and could explain on what we call today a PowerPoint presentation. At the time it was some other little thing we put up on a video board, but so I could explain to the families. She basically trained me on all the aspects of shunt malfunction and the symptoms to watch out for. Then the neurosurgeons that cared for my children began to train me. I started going to the medical libraries, reading up, copying questions down, and every time I went to the doctor's office, the neurosurgeon's office, I would ask them those questions and they would sit down and explain them to me. And therefore, then they asked me to start talking to families in their office when they had a hydrocephalus family come in and talk to them as a mom from a mom's point of view. And thus began my career. That's how I learned about hydrocephalus and learned how to talk to families about hydrocephalus. the end of each blog, there will be a helpful link that you can go to for further information. I'm really, really looking forward to talking to all of you on this blog. Thank you.